The psychology of people who cry easily, it's not weakness. Have you ever noticed how some people cry easily, even in moments that others would call small? A movie scene, a kind word, a stressful day, or even just feeling overwhelmed for no clear reason. And then, almost instantly, the judgment comes. You're too sensitive, or worse, you're weak. But what if that interpretation is completely wrong?
Let's rethink that for a moment. People who cry easily are not emotionally broken. In fact, many times they are the ones carrying the most emotionally active internal world. Crying is not just sadness spilling out. It is the nervous system releasing pressure it can no longer hold in. It's the brain saying, I've processed enough for now. I need relief. Psychologically, frequent emotional tears are often linked with high emotional sensitivity and empathy. These are people who don't just see situations, they feel them deeply. They absorb emotional tones in a room. They notice shifts in voice, subtle changes in expression, and they internalize experiences more intensely than others.
That doesn't make them weak. It means their emotional processing system is more responsive. Think about it like this. Some people have thick emotional insulation, while others are more exposed. The ones who cry easily are not lacking strength. They're just less buffered against emotional input. And that means they often experience joy more deeply too, not just sadness. But here's where it gets misunderstood. Society often rewards emotional control, especially visible control. So when someone cries, it's mistaken for loss of control. In reality, it can be a form of emotional honesty. The body is simply expressing what the mind has been holding. And there's another layer people don't talk about enough. Crying is self-regulation. It lowers stress hormones, resets emotional overload, and helps the brain recover from intensity. In a way, it's not breakdown, it's maintenance. So if you are someone who cries easily, or you know someone who does, understand this clearly. You are not fragile. You are responsive. You are emotionally alive in a world that often teaches people to numb themselves just to function. And maybe the real question is not why do you cry so easily, but rather what are you feeling so deeply that others are missing? Because sensitivity is not the opposite of strength. Sometimes it is strength in its most honest form. And if you've ever been told otherwise, maybe it's time to unlearn that.